Gandamra, Mahul Gandamra, Mayor Aminuddin Sumagayan, Mayor Saidamen Manabilang, Mayor Alfais Munder, Mayor Nasser Pangandaman Jr., Mayor Fahad Molok, Mayor Mahar Dagalangit, Mayor Elvino Balikaw, Mayor Akira Alonto, Mayor Engineer Ali Sumandar, Mayor Usman Sarangani Jr., Mayor Amer Hussein Mindalano, Mayor Raida Maglangit, Mayor Aslani Balt, Mayor Alan Lau, Mayor Kalida Sangila Polaw, Mayor Hamel Kurangking, Mayor Jamal Asum, Mayor Jover Benito. Did I miss to call anyone?
Mr. Chair, there are mayors present here today whose name had not been mentioned. May we request the
can you
Secretariat to please gather their names, secure the names.
Ganito lang po. Thank you, Kong Adjong, Azia. Kindly identify na lang po yung lahat ng mga mayors and invited resource persons present today that were not mentioned by the COMSEC. Please use the microphone po.
Mayor Ginarda Dayan from Bodipo sa Bentong.
Mayor Alfata Pakalna of Municipality of Tugaya.
Mayor Muhammad Juar Dimaporo di Sumimba of Tamparan, Lanao del Sur. Mayor Amir Reggie Bagal of Wato Balindong.
Mayor Hosni Makapodi of Ganasi, Lanao del Sur.
Excuse me, I be recognized. I am not a mayor. I am the LND president of Dato Udin Sinswat Municipality of Maguindanao del Norte. Thank you. I am Ivy Rose Sinswat.
Anyone else?
Good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Vice Mayor Butch Abo of Cotabato City. Thank you.
Anyone else? Wala na po.
Mr. Chair, if I may continue. From the Commission on Audit, we have Mr. Wilson Ibrahim Panawidan, Attorney Hajara Mangopia Said, and Attorney Mamintal Gandamra. From Maguindanao del Sur, Provincial Administrator Attorney Cyrus Torreña. And from the Land Bank of the Philippines, we have Mr. Manuel Dimalawan, Abdul Kadil Alabat, Joshua Jan Aban, and Rafael Yap. Yes, sir. That's all for now, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, COMSEC. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Since this is an inquiry in aid of legislation out of the privilege speech delivered by Kong Adjong last January 27, 2025, can we request all the resource persons to please stand to take the oath from the COMSEC? COMSEC, please administer the oath of all the resource persons.
Please stand up and raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee, so help you God? The oath has been administered, Your Honor.
Thank you, COMSEC. Now, before we proceed with the opening statement from some 5 resource persons listed, let me deliver first my opening remarks. Good afternoon, esteemed colleagues, resource persons, and guests. On January 27, 2025, the Honorable Representative Zia Alonto Adjong delivered a privilege speech before the August halls of our plenary regarding the alleged irregularities in the disbursement and utilization of public funds within the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. On February 5, the matter was duly referred by the Committee on Rules to our Committee for Investigation. The following were the key issues addressed in the privileged speech of Kong Ziadjong. Number 1, over 400 barangays in Alao del Sur reportedly received sudden deposits ranging from 500,000 to 2.5 million pesos in their land bank accounts, purportedly from the Local Government Support Fund or LGSF. These funds allegedly originated from the office of the Chief Minister of the BARM. Number 2, barangay officials were allegedly pressured by personnel from the Chief Minister's office to withdraw most of the deposited funds for so-called special operations. No clear explanation was provided regarding the purpose of these special operations. Number 3, many barangay officials declined the deposits due to the lack of clear directives and their use. Concerns were raised over the accountability and the absence of proper guidelines for these allocations. Number 4, the disbursement of these funds, if true, failed to comply with the Local Government Support Fund guidelines under Bangsamoro Autonomy Act number 56, which allocated 6.356 billion pesos for community projects. Further, Bangsamoro Budget Circular number 10 of 2024 requires a special budget request from local chief executives before fund disbursement, a requirement that was ignored. These irregularities resulted in the lack of transparency compared to the national standards, particularly in reporting, distribution fairness, and monitoring mechanism. Number 5, the handling of these funds may have violated several national laws, including General Appropriations Act, or GAA, which mandates the funds be distributed based on approved programs. The Government Procurement Reform Act, or Republic Act 9184, which ensures transparency and fair allocation, and the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials, or Republic Act 6713, which requires adherence of principles of transparency, accountability, and integrity. All of these issues we will endeavor to tackle in this hearing. Our objective is to uncover the truth, ensure compliance with financial and legal standards, and recommend reforms that will prevent similar occurrences in the future. Please note that the primary objective of this hearing is to uphold the principles of good governance, transparency, and accountability by identifying and addressing the systemic weakness in public financial management. This committee is not convened to single out individuals for political purposes, nor shall it prejudge the culpability of any party absent due process and a fair examination of the facts. The Committee on Public Accounts, as an oversight body of the House of Representatives, remains steadfast in its duty to investigate and expose financial and procurement irregularities that threaten the integrity of government operations. Through rigorous investigations, the committee not only exposes corruption, but also strengthens institutional safeguards against financial mismanagement. By holding public officials accountable, the committee affirms its role as a guardian of fiscal responsibility and the rule of law. With this in mind, we expect the full cooperation of all relevant agencies and stakeholders as we proceed with today's deliberations. Let this inquiry be guided by the rule of law, the principles of due process, and our unwavering commitment to public service. Maraming salamat po. Before we proceed, and I will recognize those listed names for a brief statement, let me acknowledge the presence in the Zoom by Representative Lordan Giswan, representing, I think, 1st District, Cagayan de Oro City. First in the list is Governor Mamintal Adjong of Lanao del Sur. Gov, please proceed.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Honorable Chairperson and esteemed members of this honorable committee, fellow invited guests, and fellow public servants and advocates for good governance. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. I appear before this honorable committee alongside my fellow local executives from the province of Lanao del Sur to respectfully bring to your attention matters concerning the recently released BARM Local Government Support Funds, LGSF, to barangay and municipal local government units in Lanao del Sur. First, we have received reports from the ground that various barangay local government received funds ranging from 500,000 to 2.5 million, which were deposited into their respective accounts. They were informed that these funds were downloaded from BARM as part of the Local Government Support Fund. However, many of them were subsequently instructed to return a significant portion of these funds. In most cases, they were only allowed to retain 200,000 to continue implementing a project. Second, we were surprised to find that only selected local governments, particularly those led by political allies of the current BARM administration, received these funds. Based on our observation and inquiries, local governments not politically aligned with the present regional administration did not receive any allocation from the Local Government Support Fund. This raises serious concerns about the fairness and impartiality of the fund distribution. Our suspicions grew stronger when we heard from the news reports that close relatives and political allies of the BARM administration received amounts far beyond what we could have imagined. Third, information gathered from the Facebook and other media platforms has been particularly revealing. Numerous posts and articles suggest that local support funds may have been misused or misallocated. A key concern is whether the barangay local government units that receive these funds have the actual capacity to manage and implement the projects assigned to them, if any at all. The ill effect of the returning a portion of the funds suggests that local government units must cover the shortfall or seek alternative funding sources to successfully implement the project. Clearly, these irregularities go against the principles of good governance, fairness, justice, and accountability, which necessitate the oversight of this honorable committee. While these allegations are deeply troubling, we recognize the importance of verifying all claims. Our investigation is ongoing, but our preliminary findings already indicate clear violence of guidelines for fund allocation and disbursement. To address these concerns, we humbly recommend a thorough investigation in this matter. we appeal to BARM and this honorable committee to take decisive action to ensure that public funds are allocated and utilized fairly, transparently, and for the true benefit of the Bangsamoro people. Thank you for this opportunity and for your attention to this critical issue. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Gov. Gov Adjong, thank you po for that brief statement. Now, let me acknowledge, or let me recognize the next to deliver his message is Mayor Dimanatang Pansar, Mayor of Butig, Lanao del Sur, and President of the League of Municipalities, Lanao del Sur. Please proceed.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, in behalf of the majority of the municipal mayors of the province of Lanao del Sur, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the honorable members of the Committee on Accounts, particularly Congressman Zia Alonto Adjong for spearheading and initiating this very important investigation related to the alleged gross anomaly and misuse of public funds that is intended for a noble purpose, and that is to uplift the standard of living of the Bangsamoro people who are suffering for the last several decades as a result of the Bangsamoro rebellion, Bangsamoro struggle, not to mention those hundreds of thousands of Bangsamoro who were the victims and died as a result of the Bangsamoro rebellion. Secondly, Your Honor, we would like to state for the record that we fully support and attest to the truthfulness of what our beloved Governor Mamintal Bumbit Alonto Adjong have just stated. Insofar as my municipality is concerned. In fact, my 8 barangay chairman of my municipality were also recipients of the alleged anomalous projects. 7 of them were downloaded with an amount of 1.5 million each, and one of them is also downloaded with an amount of 2.5 million. Although some of them related to me that they did not request that such projects, and others also related to me that some of them were made to sign a document purportedly a letter request addressed to the